How's it going, everyone? So this is the second video which is going to be covering session 2 of our 7-man network game. This took place on Sunday the 26th of January 2025 at 7:30 PM UK time. So it was an interesting session. Managed to get quite a bit done in this one. The game's flowing by now. So got quite a bit to show you. So first things first, let's show you how the Premier League table looks. There we go. So from that top 12, you can see the 7 of us are in the top 12. You've got Man United leading the way. Johnny's Man United. They're top. Arsenal in second. Chelsea third. Man City fourth. Tottenham fifth. And then you got Anthony's Liverpool in 9th and my Newcastle in 12th. Not having a great season so far. I am, as you can see from my stats, I'm scoring goals, but I'm leaking a hell of a lot as well. And I'm actually in the minus there for goal difference, so I clearly need to tweak my tactic, that's for sure. So yeah, that's how it's looking. So looking at this, I've got a game in hand and I'm 9 off Johnny's Man United at the top. So if I win that then takes me within 6. So effectively we're all still in there in the title race here. It's very sort of tight knit, all of this. It's a close run thing at the minute. So yeah, that's your table there. Just for completeness, I'll show you the rest. There we go, that's the full table. So next, let's see if anyone else brought any transfers in or out, or any loans in and out. I don't think there was much activity, if I'm being honest. So Johnny, looks like it's the same as last time. Still got one left. I don't think the outgoings differ from the last session. No loans in, no loans out. Adnan, he used his 5 last time, so that's his lot for the season. No, his outgoings the same. No loans in, no loans out, so nothing changed there for Adnan. Now Chelsea. So Rodney managing Chelsea here. As you remember, I think I said from the last session, he was struggling to get players in. Nobody seemed to want to come to him. Anyhow, he's obviously watched the session 1 recap video and obviously listened to my story about Oscar Mamouche. So if you remember correctly from that first session, I put in a £66 million bid for Oscar Mamouche, got accepted, and it said that he wasn't interested in coming. So I thought, sod it, I'll offer him a big bumper contract here, give him a lot more than he wants. Anyway, to my surprise, he'd accepted the contract. He wanted to come. Now, to delay it 2 weeks because the Newcastle board, even though the money's in the bank, wouldn't give me any more transfer funds. So I thought, oh, you're joking. So if you remember from the last session, I told you I thought about selling Isaac to supplement, I think that's the word, the transfer, so I'd had the money to afford him. And it's funny because I was talking to Rodney, and I was trying to offer him Isaac, trying to get some money out of him so that I could, because I know he was looking for a striker, so that I could then afford Mamouche. Anyway, he offered me less than I wanted, and then I played Isaac and he banged a couple in. I thought, nah, do you know what, I'm glad I've kept him. Anyway, Rodney, as I said, has watched the first video, thought, hello, 66 mil, they'll accept that. Gone in with a 66 mil bid, and he's only gone and bought, as you'll see, Oscar Mamouche. So fair play to him for that. Can't begrudge him it. Obviously I'm gutted to have missed out on him now, because you'll see from his stats he's pretty nippy, pretty good, and he's banged 6 goals in 10 appearances, so he's clearly a goal scorer. So yeah, I'm definitely well and truly missed out there, and Rodney did his homework there and thought, hello, I'm going for him, and he's got his man. So yeah, missed out on him, bit gutting, but that's the game. So yeah, that's who Rodney got. Santos, was he there last time? Not sure. Yeah, that's Rodney. Alex, I think, filled his quota last time, didn't he? He got 5 already. His outgoings are the same. Loans in, loans out. And then you got David, who I think signed this guy. I don't remember him signing him in the first session. An 18-year-old South Korean. Where he's sort of fought to get him, I'll never know, but fair play to him. Certainly someone you wouldn't think to go out and buy. That's David. And then Anthony at Liverpool. No change there, I don't think. I think they're the same people as last time. And then myself, well, I know myself, I didn't buy anyone because I couldn't. Wouldn't give me the money. There we go. So yeah, probably the biggest news of the window was Rodney getting Marmouche. So let's show you the Champions League as well, because there are a few playing in that, and the Europa League. So we'll go through the groups. So you got Madrid and Villa through there. Alex has navigated his way through in second. Milan and Leipzig. Leverkusen, Benfica. There you go. Anthony's got through there with a game to spare, so both human players are through. Adnan is tight, that one, going into the last game. Nothing settled there, but he is top, so that'll go down to the last game for him, and that is against Galatasaray, who are in second, so not settled there yet. Bayern are through, and PSG. So that's the Champions League. Let's have a look at the Europa League. So who's left basically? So Johnny has gone through to the 4th round there, beating Servette 7-0 on aggregate, and David beat Elfsborg 5-2 on aggregate. So both human players have navigated their way through to the 4th round. I'm pretty sure they were the only 2 human players in this tournament. Let's just have a look. Yep, second round. First round hasn't got the human players in it because that's more for the minnow teams qualifying. So yeah, that's the Europa League. The only other competition we're all involved in at the minute is the League Cup. Let's have a look at the League Cup. So there we go. So there's actually 5 of us left. 2 of us have obviously fell. Let's have a look. So the first round, as we know, was it the first round? Where am I? I thought I was in the first round. I'm sure I was actually. Oh no, we come in at the second round, didn't I? That's right. So yeah, myself and Rodney's Chelsea navigated through there. The 3rd round, the rest of the teams come in. So City went through, Chelsea went through, Arsenal went through, Tottenham went through, Liverpool went through on penalties, United and Newcastle. So we all actually went through from the 3rd round, and then the 4th round was obviously where some of them went. So that's right. So there was an all human clash there between Alex and Rodney, and Alex come out on top with City 3-2. So Rodney went out. Adnan went through. Anthony went out on penalties to Forest, and then David has got Fulham to play, and then there's an all-human match between myself and Johnny. So 2 have gone out, 5 are still effectively in. Now what I did want to say was, where is it? So Adnan didn't join us till about, I think it must have been about 9 o'clock, something like that, because he was running late. So he was actually on holiday for quite a lot of his games in this session. But obviously, as mentioned in the first video, it's still effectively you being competitively playing the game, because your tactic and your team selection is the same, unless of course of injuries or whatever. So you're effectively just letting your assistant manager take your team, but with your tactics and team selection, so you're still effectively managing, even though you're not at the laptop. I'm just trying to think. I did make a note of it when Adnan, what games he was away for. If you give me a second, that's right. So these are Adnan's fixtures. So he was away for the West Ham game all the way up to the game with me. So they were the games he was on holiday for, as you can see there. So West Ham to when he played me, Newcastle. And then he was back for the Sparta Prague game and was at the computer managing. Alright, and they were his results if you want to have a look. I'm not going to click through every single one of them because it will take quite a while. But yeah, that is effectively what happened with Adnan. A couple of other people, I think. So Anthony, he went on holiday from the Stuttgart game onwards. He was available for the other games. I think it must have been Fulham. It was his first game in the second session. So he played all of them at his computer, and then he went on holiday for the Stuttgart game to obviously the Forest game in the league to shoot early, and then I think David come off a little bit earlier, and I think what one was it? No, he didn't. Sorry, he didn't. I think he was available for all of these. So yeah, David didn't go on holiday, as far as I'm aware. And that was it. All the rest of us sort of stayed from the beginning to the end. These were Johnny's results. I was happy with that. He was unbeaten at this stage, and I managed to get a win against him. I'll show you that one. He actually had the better of the stats. Yeah, it was a cracker, that one. Managed to beat him 3-2. I was happy with that, but then I went on a bit of a downward spiral after that. So that's Johnny's. Who else did I show you? I haven't shown you Rodney's. That's Rodney's results. Alex. There are Alex's results. Showed you David's, didn't I? Shows you Anthony's, and then obviously my results, as you can see. So I think the Stevenage game was the first game of the session for me. I had a right topsy-turvy game. Session. Brentford smashing me 4-0. Lost a couple of close ones there to human managers as well, at 4-3 to Arsenal. Cracking game there. And then to Anthony's Liverpool, losing 3-2. Close games. Scoring goals but shipping a lot of goals. And that is my results there. Let's show you the tactics that people are using. Now, I'll go to mine first, because I noticed a few of the other lads have got the same tactic as me, which, yeah, is fair enough. This is a tactic that I've used a lot. I've used this a lot. I used it in past games. You probably see it actually. I've got some YouTube videos up on one of my old accounts of old database saves that I played where I tend to use this tactic. But yeah, noticed a few others seem to like that tactic too, which is absolutely fair enough. But that's my one, my go-to that I use. Obviously not working for me though. So Johnny, there we go, he's using the same as me, but just not the forward arrow. Adnan. That's Adnan's tactic that he uses. Rodney, again, same as me and Johnny there, so quite a popular one this. He's got arrows going forward on his wing backs, full-backs, sorry. Wow, and Alex as well. It's very popular, that one. Great minds think alike, although as I said, it ain't working for me. David, his is different to ours. He's not got the defensive mid, instead he's got the attacking mid. So Maddison as an attacking mid, no defensive mid. So it's a bit of a variation on what we're using. Bit of a modern 4-2-3-1. Anthony, a different sort of tactic there. And I showed you mine anyway, didn't I? Yeah, that was me. Show you again just in case. There are tactics that we're all using. Obviously we tweak them in game a little bit. I noticed there was a game where I was actually losing. I can't remember what one it was. I think it was can't remember. Might have been the Southampton game, I think. But yeah, I tweaked my tactics in game and it worked a treat. I think I put 3 up front. So obviously managers, the lads are tweaking as well in terms of game situation. Just want to show you Jamie Vardy, because obviously I picked him up for £1 million, and he's doing well, scoring some goals, I'll tell you that. So I'm quite happy with him. It's just obviously the defence is weak, and I'll be honest, I thought that was going to be a problem anyway. I mean, we got Gahey in, but yeah, there's big injuries there. Botman obviously was injured at the beginning of the season, big player there, could do with him. He won't be back for another 4 months. Cruciate ligament, something that I've done in real life. It's a potential career end of that, so I don't even know if I'll see him in this save, which is gutting. So yeah, defence is a big problem for me. Seem to be scoring goals. It's just the midfield's pretty good with Joe Linton and Guimaraes. But yeah, defence certainly a big problem for me. There we go. Now before I wrap the video up, I'll just show you player stats. So Isaac, 810, my boy, is actually leading the pack there in terms of average rating, which is good news. How many goals has he scored? He scored 7, so I'm glad that I did keep him and I didn't think about selling him. It's justified really. It's just I need to tighten up at the back, as I said, because I'm shipping way too many. So that's the average ratings. Who's leading the way in goals? Ollie Watkins with 9, and then you got Delap of Ipswich, Charam with 8, my boy Isaac with 7, and Maddison's banging them in as well there with Foden. Penalties, Bruno Fernandes. Pass completion, Mattish de Ligt. Tackles, Ugarte. Dribbles, Foden, Salah. So it's so realistic the way they've done this update, because that's who you'd expect to find in real life. Shots on target. We've done average rating, didn't we? Okay. Show you the Champions League player stat. Just show you who's leading the way in goals there. Mbappe, and then you got Jota there with the human player. Europa League. Diallo, well that's a surprise. Well, I guess not. He's not really, I suppose, but he's banging them in. And then lastly, let's show you the League Cup. Getting the goals there. Kiefer Moore of Sheffield United. Then the last thing I wanted to show was, let me have a look and see if I can find it. Might not be able to. Is it going to be in awards? Let's have a look. Not so much the team manager of the month. There we go. So 3 human players have won the manager of a month awards. You got Johnny with Man United, won it in August. Anthony won it in September, and Adnan won it with October. Sorry. So yeah, and the player of the month, you got Thuram, Haaland, and Watkins. So I'm pretty sure that sums everything up for session 2. We plan on meeting again this Sunday to get session 3 done. And the way we're going through this, we could have this done in maybe about 5 sessions, I reckon, 6 sessions, which would be great. So obviously everyone's still fighting on most fronts. Obviously Anthony though and Rodney have fell out of the League Cup, which means they won't be able to claim any money in that competition by falling out of that, but then it might be a blessing and allow them to focus on other competitions. And myself and Johnny do battle in that competition in our next game, actually, I think it is. Yep, so one of us is going to fall out there. So it's all getting very interesting. Becoming a really good save. So I think, yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, we will see you for the session 3 recap video, where there'll be more sort of exciting news to tell, I would have thought. See you then.